Доброе утро, город. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Здравствуйте. Happy to see you on my channel. You're welcome. Добро пожаловать на мой канал, и я рада вас видеть здесь. Ребята, я сейчас в Черногории, так что это хороший шанс увидеть и услышать другие славянские языки. Right now, I'm in Montenegro, so it's a good chance to hear other Slavic languages. Давайте поговорим об истории русского языка. Let's talk about history of Russian language. That topic is more familiar for followers of this channel. Славянские языки являются индоевропейскими языками, на которых говорят в основном славянские народы или их потомки. Считается, что они произошли от протославянского языка, на котором говорили в раннем Средневековье. The Slavic languages are Indo-European languages spoken by the Slavic people or their descendants. They are thought to descend from a proto-language called Proto-Slavic, spoken during the early Middle Ages. Славянские языки условно, по лингвистическим признакам, делятся на три подгруппы – восточную, западную и южную, которые вместе составляют более 20 языков. Из них 10 имеют не менее 1 миллиона носителей и имеют официальный статус. Это национальные языки тех стран, в которых они преимущественно говорят. Русский, белорусский и украинский – это восточная группа. Польский, чешский и словацкий – это западная группа. Болгарский, македонский – это восточные диалекты южной группы. Сербо-хорватский и славянский – западные диалекты южной группы. The Slavic languages are conventionally divided into three subgroups – East, West and South, which together constitute more than 20 languages. Of these, 10 have at least 1 million speakers and official status as a national languages of the countries in which they are spoken, like Russian, Belarusian and Ukrainian. Of the East group, Polish, Czech and Slovak. Of the West group, and Bulgarian and Macedonian Eastern dialects of the South group, and Serbo-Croatian and Slovene Western dialects of the South group. The current geographic distribution of natively spoken Slavic languages include Southern Europe, Central Europe, Balkans, Eastern Europe, and all the way from Siberia to the Russian Far East. And the number of speakers of all Slavic languages together was estimated to be 315 million. And it is the largest ethno-linguistic group in Europe. Наиболее очевидные различия между восточными, западными и южнославянскими ветвями заключаются в орфографии стандартных языков. Западнославянские языки, хорватский, словенский, написаны латинскими буквами и имеют большое влияние в Западной Европе, тогда как восточнославянские и восточно-южнославянские языки написаны кириллицей и испытали большее влияние греков. Однако восточнославянские языки, как русский, во время и после кампании европеизации Петра Великого вобрали в себя много слов латинского, французского, немецкого и итальянского происхождения. The most obvious differences between East, West and South Slavic branches are the orthography of the standard languages. West Slavic languages, Croatian and Slovene, are written in the Latin script and have had more Western European influence, whereas the East Slavic and Eastern South Slavic languages are written in Cyrillic and have had more Greek influences. East Slavic languages, such as Russian, have, however, during and after Peter the Great Europeanization campaign, absorbed many words of Latin, French, German and Italian origin. Сербский язык использует и кириллицу, и латиницу. The Serbian language uses Latin and Cyrillic, so both alphabets are used. sometimes you can see the sign with the Latin script and Cyrillic. Улица Nagaya. So, yeah. Thank you. Hvala. Улица Nagaya. The woman is helping me to read that. Okay.
Знаешь, кто это?
Нет, не знаю.
Ko je Đorđe Marjanović,
Ah,
što peva pesme. To je njegov dom.
the famous singer. The famous singer, певец, да?
Privatno dom.
Mhm.
Đorđe Marjanović.
Mhm.
Pesme peva
Da.
ponekad u 8 kriv. To je njegov dom.
Это его дом.
Jeste to i sva obala, ovako. Gledaj, to tu sve. To je njegovo.
Hvala.
Tako.
Hvala.
A apartmani tu.
Здесь апартаменты. Lady saying that here is others, it's apartment, and that one she was telling that a house of very famous singer. So it's understandable.
Marjanović.
Đorđe Marjanović.
Jeste. Da,
Đorđe
to je njegova
Marjanović.
kuća.
Okay. Thank you.
A Đorđe Marjanović je umro,
On umер.
a ostale dve
died?
ćerke i sin
Okay.
u Beogradu.
Okay. And
Ćerka
in
jedna
Belgrade
u Budvi,
he has
a
two
ćerka i
daughters
sin
and
u
one
Beogradu.
son.
A šta će da rade? 850.000 evra, izvoli.
Окей. Ребята, смотрите, здесь очень понятно. Here is very clear. Latin script. Concert. In Russian. Concert. And you see? That's Latin script. Gradske muzike Kotor. Kotor, it's the name of the city, of this town, old town. I noticed that for me it's easier to understand Serbian language than Ukrainian or Belarusian, the languages from the same group. Я заметила, что мне легче понимать сербский язык, чем языки той же группы, например, украинский или белорусский. Let's think about it. Давайте подумаем, почему. The classification doesn't take into account the later relationship between languages. The Russian language had a significant influence of the Church language, which belonged to the South Slavic origin, and the Ukrainian and Belarusian languages were in close contact with the Polish language. In turn, the Belarusian and Ukrainian languages contain many words borrowed from the Polish language and from the German language, thanks to the Polish help, which distinguishes them both from the Russian language and from the South Slavic. For example, Polish mova, it means language. Ukrainian, Belarusian language is mova also, and mova is opposite to Russian language and Serbian language. In Russian, язык, in Serbian, язык. One more example. The word term. In German, termin. In Ukrainian, Belarusian, termin. In Russian, it's srok. In Serbian, it would be rok. And you see, Russian and Serbian language, from that point of view, they have more similarities than even with the Ukrainian and Belarusian. Probably these features, related mainly to vocabulary, not grammar, are due to the fact that Serbian Montenegrin language seems to me more understandable by ear than East Slavic languages. The bus is coming, автобус идет. Two, please.
Tu stolice. trebali biste da znate da ja imam prednost. Ali autobus je gradskog prevoza.
Но также много очень ложных друзей в сербском языке. There are a lot of false friends in the Serbian language. Если вам сказали «вреден человек», то вы должны быть довольны, вы получили комплимент. If you were told a harmful person, then you should be happy. You received a compliment. Корень «ред» – это русский аналог «ряд» или «порядок». The root «ред» is the Russian analog of row or order. So, отсюда «вредно» переводится на русский язык как верно устроенный или полезный. So harmful is translated into Russian as properly arranged or useful. Если вам назначили встречу с утра, то встреча может быть и утром, но только завтра, потому что на сербском языке с утра означает завтра. So if you have an appointment с утра, maybe it's in the morning, because you know that morning in Russian is utro. So с утра Russian could think, in the morning. Yeah, it could be in the morning, but only tomorrow, because с утра in Serbian language it means tomorrow. Or, for example, these words, печенье. Печенье in Russian it's cookies, печенье. In Serbian language it's fried meat, so it's not a dessert, unfortunately, or fortunately. Or that example, it's very interesting for me. Слово in Serbian, it means letter in Russian. But if we will talk about Russian, слово, it means a word. К примеру, слова хотите in Russian хотеть, to want. Купите, купить, to buy. They look similar. Или, пожалуйста, известная фраза из фильма «Иван Васильевич меняет профессию». Лепота. Лепота по-сербски означает красота. So a common phrase from the movie Ivan Vasilievich changed his profession. Лепота. It means beauty in Serbian.
Красота-то какая! Лепота!
Поблагодарить по-сербски it would be хвала. So to say thank you in Serbian language it would be hvala. Hvala. So the expression of deep admiration, approval. Thank you.
Hvala.
Thank you. And you know, it's also interesting that in Serbian language there may be words that do not have vowels. For example, in the Adriatic Sea, there is an island, small island, it calls Krk. No vowels at all. Guys, let's have a look at that sign next to the road. So it's in Cyrillic. Radove is velo. I have no idea what does it mean. Then Gro, Crna Gora. It's exactly about how many vowels, yeah, according to the Russian language, hard pronunciation in Russian language. And you see, so Montenegrin, Serbian, yeah, they even harder, yeah. So what does it mean? Crna Gora. Black mountain. Черная гора, так? And the name of the country is Черногория. Черногория, Montenegro. Yeah? So now we see. I'm not sure about what this sign, this Nikšić, it's the name of the city. But it's good to see, to understand at least something from that sign. Маленькая лепота. Эй. Привет. Привет. So cute. Милый. Еще одна лепота ко мне идет. Ай, привет. I don't have anything. Sorry. Простите. And one more. I'll bring something. Я принесу. They're really cute.